I first started my seller's journey on eBay, I learned that there was a lot going on in the background that I was in charge of. And if I didn't manage it properly, I wasn't going to have great sales. So it took me months of trial and error, but I finally developed a system to help me partially automate the eBay process. And I'm going to share these tips with you so that you can learn how to sell on eBay, but also master it. So step one is getting organized. Organizing your inventory for retrieval and item dating is key to having a great flow of supplies and a proper tracking system. Sorting inventory can be as simple as labeling a few shelves alphabetically and numbering those levels in those shelves. For example, items on A1 or items on D9. It can also be more in depth for larger inventories, such as developing a tagging system. This sort of organization makes you more productive. It also provides the infrastructure required to scale your business and speed up your shipping process. If you ever have someone helping you ship out items, they won't have those items' locations in their minds the way you have them. So having a spreadsheet with the different locations of each item can reduce time searching. Number two, you have to nail down your photography. We wrote in detail an article about how to take great photos for eBay and how to do it comfortably. And we're going to link to that below. But basically, just an overview. Great photos often relate with faster sell rates and less questions from potential buyers about quality and height approximations. If you're sitting down to list 20 or more items per week, you'll want to make sure that you're not wasting your time with unproductive methods. Number three, you got to turbocharge your listing time. One of the ways that you can reduce time spent is using a listing service like StopListing. What StopListing does is it's an app for your smartphone, Android, and iOS soon to come, where you take photos of your items, and as you're taking photos, they're sent to our server, and we list them for you to your eBay site on your behalf. So something like that cuts down a lot of time spent listing, and it sort of puts you back in focus of what you need to do to fine-tune and improve and scale your business. Number four, automate your feedback. Feedback helps you to represent trust within the eBay community. It's sort of like e-reputation. But from the seller's perspective, feedback interaction with your buyers can be menial and one-sided. You either have raving great reviews or raving bad reviews with issues that you may need to resolve. What we use is something called KI Feedback, which is a subscription-based feedback service. What it does, it lets you auto-manage what feedback you would have given to your buyers when they bought your item or when they gave you positive feedback. It also handles negative feedback given to you with an automated response to begin conflict resolution between you and the buyer. It also enables you to set up a message to your buyers to ask for their input on your service, aka asking for quality return feedback. Now there's a caveat to this that I need to mention. That caveat is if you are not a seller that is that is organized, that is properly shipping out items, and has properly labeled their inventory. If you're not doing that, then you do not need cat feedback, because what this does is it will basically mess up your business because you're not doing the right things, and you're asking people to give you quality feedback, and they will tell you that they will tell you that you're not doing properly. You're not doing your work properly. You need to improve. So, which is not a bad thing, because you should offer the highest level of service that you are able. Number 5, automate returns. The return process can sometimes be an unwanted hassle. Returns should be avoided if possible, as shipping costs for both the buyer and seller raise the expenses of both parties involved. The experienced reseller Bonafide Hustler has a YouTube channel, we'll link to it below, that helps blooming resellers hone their craft. In regards to eBay returns, he suggests offering your buyer a half refund so that they're able to keep the product, or the option of having them ship it back to you in exchange for a full refund. The results from this added option can save you more time and money and your profit margins, as shipping costs cannot really be recovered. This option is also a benefit to the buyer, as they can choose whether or not they want to pay the upfront cost of returning the item or just receive a partial refund and keep the item. For larger businesses, eBay has a managed return system that helps you automate the return process. The buyers are simply sent a package slip and will mail you back the returned item. After receiving the return, you can verify that it's been sent back to you as you've shipped it out. The buyers are able to have a speedy resolution and you are able to use the time saved elsewhere. Number 6, stay updated. eBay usually notifies you via email when they have any seller's promotions such as free listing credits. Instead of scanning your emails daily, you can use a notification service for your smartphone using the website IFTT, which stands for If This Then That. This website allows you to set up a recipe that notifies your smartphone via SMS or push notification of eBay promotions. You can also install the eBay app for your smartphone device that'll let you know when your items sell or if there's any new messages from buyers. You can also set blackout times for certain hours so that you don't hear cha-ching, every time you're sleeping or working elsewhere. Number 7, use good accounting. Even though eBay tells you what you make gross in sales at set intervals, they just cannot calculate what you've truly made net profit. That is because eBay does not keep track of the metrics of your item cost. The last thing you want to do is the last thing that you want to be doing is floating on the clouds with your business. You may have a lot of gross revenue coming in monthly for the business, but after expenses, you may have virtually little to no net profit. Poor accounting can really hide this and it will be the death of your business. You'll want to know what your revenue is, but you'll also want to know what your net profit is and how to calculate profit and loss and gross profit margins to tell you the current health of your business. This can be done with the aid of accounting applications or just a simple spreadsheet. Number 8, increase your influence, increase your sales. Social media can be the secret sauce to the success of your eBay store. One of the power tools in our eBay marketing tool belt is the avid usage of social media. Interacting with people in the same arena of what you are selling is the key to success. For example, if you're a toy seller, you would want to interact with toy buyers. You want to get a sense of the demographic that you're selling to, build a community around the common shared interest, and you would add value to the community in the form of, YouTube videos, blog posts, Instagram posts, etc. We expand on that topic more with our guide on how to double your eBay income, which I'll post below in the description. Hootsuite is a social media management tool that lets us curate dynamic content to buffer out on a periodical basis through social media channels. This gives us the chance to plan out great content for the eBay community and to spend more time gaining feedback on what should be put into our eBay stores and what to create next. If you have any other suggestions or tips on becoming a master at eBay, feel free to leave a comment below in the comments section. If you have any questions that you'd like to submit, please email us at info@stoplisting.com. And if you'd like to stay in touch and learn more about eBay, have more answers to questions like these, why don't you join our mailing list? Just go to stoplisting.com/grow. Thanks for listening.